Willie D Live.
Let's get into this Diddy photo, fam. Let's get into this Diddy photo. These photos have been floating around over the past week or so of Diddy and different men hugging, right? Showing, these depictions of Diddy hugging men. And they even got this one right here, this is an image. They actually have a video that has gone viral. Man, that AI look real, fam. It looks real. If AI wasn't a thing, it wouldn't even be a question. We would have said, "Yep, he did it. That's him." Woo, woo, woo. This AI, I use it all the time, fam, and I love it when it works for the right reason. But I think overall, maybe it needs to be stopped. Maybe it needs to be regulated, man. It has to be regulated because this is too much. When you take pictures and images and reimagine those images, and you depict people doing things that they're not doing, especially when you do things that embarrasses people or undermines their credibility, their honor, you should be punished for that. The originator of this image should be punished. They should be punished. That should be serious punishment, not no slap on the wrist. There needs to be fines and jail time. When stuff like that happens, you got to do something about it, fam. Something has to happen. Because look here, fam. Right now, some of us may think that because, look, but I'm not a public figure, so I ain't got to worry about somebody doing me like that. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. How many times have you been involved in a relationship where at least once, you've probably been involved in at least one relationship where you had a vindictive partner, very vindictive. And if they can get you back and embarrass you in some kind of way, they'll do it. I can say at least on my end, I ain't never had to deal with something like that, but I know a whole lot of people who have. And these type of things could ruin people's reputation, and it could also drive people to harm themselves. It could drive people to self-harm. They're doing this here now, right? What's going to stop them from doing something like that to an innocent person and replacing that young man who's they're trying to play off as a woman, replacing that young man with either a young boy, or a little girl, and they have the guy doing the same thing. That could ruin somebody, fam. That could ruin a person's life. And people have already offed themselves over lies told on them. Now you put images with those lies. You put manufactured images with those lies. Man, you could drive somebody to do something really, really bad. This got to be stopped, man. This got to be stopped. I know some of y'all hate Diddy. Y'all say he get what he get, but no, man. This bigger than Diddy. It's bigger than Diddy. So you can't be so, you can't be so absorbed in your hatred for Diddy that you throw the baby out with the bathwater. You can't do that. This is going to have far-reaching effects on everybody. At some point or another, if they allow this to continue, this is going to affect every last one of us at some point. They got to stop this, man. This has to be stopped. They cannot allow this to keep going like this. It's got to be stopped. Diddy's representatives have spoken out about this. The crazy thing about it is that, you're showing Diddy, hugging these inmates and posing for pics with them. And a lot of people are looking at this stuff and running with it. They're not even catching the other side of the story where these photos have been debunked. They're not catching those parts. They got selfies. There's a selfie floating around on social media, with an inmate in the background, where this inmate is standing behind Diddy and hugging on Diddy while Diddy is getting food. He's either serving food or he has a plate of food in his hand. And then you got, they even got the TMZ watermark on these pictures to make it look really official. TMZ made a statement on their website and they say, look, man, if you don't see those pictures on our website, those type of pictures on our website, then they're fake. They got the TMZ watermark on it, so it looks legit. But they're saying that, hey, man, we here to bust your bubble. It ain't us. Now, TMZ has obtained several real images of Diddy at Fort Dix Federal Prison. So, but the one on the screen is not one of them, nor are the other crystal clear selfies you might have seen on social media platforms. It's simply someone's clever use of AI, and it's becoming more and more prevalent. So they even got a AI video, purporting to be Diddy in prison. You know what I'm saying? Like that right there, people can manipulate. They've been manipulating the images for a long, long time. But the one that depicts him in this picture right here, hugging this guy, they got a video of that. It looks so damn real. But TMZ say, nope, that's not us. It's not real. It's not the real deal. So you got to be careful about, those videos and images and spreading that type of stuff, fam. Just know that if you see something really, really wild, as wild and crazy as this world is right now, at the very least, it may be real, but at the very least, you should probably do some type of research, some type of investigation to make sure that it is before you decide to disseminate it. Because these pictures are causing a lot of harm. And somebody also going to get sued. Because if it was me, and if I was in that position, I'm suing everybody. That's free money to me, man. That's free money. I'm suing. I look at that, a lawsuit, when I know I'm in the right, oh, that's free money, man. I'm coming to get that money, man. That's free money. Think about it. Lawsuits, man, you can sometimes get 6 and 7, 8 figures out of those lawsuits. Oh yeah, I'm coming for that free money. Yeah, try me. I'm coming to get that free money.